Welcome to the Hot Cakes Podcast. I am your host, Kid Bagura. This is brought to you by Black Rain Books. Here we have the Marvel and the Monster. And this is Cake 22. Mavs at Celtics. Game one of the finals recap. So, the game's not even over. But the game is over, okay? The Mavs got mopped. And yeah. I don't know. Sometimes let me go ahead and pour up. Let me just go ahead and pour up real quick. Sometimes in the finals you'll have a team win the first game, and that's the only game they win. Because the other team makes adjustments, or they pull out the checkbook and pay off the refs, or they get the commissioner involved. I spoke about that earlier with the Lakers and Sixers, for example. This is good, by the way. Y'all should try this. But and if you try it, tag me in it. Give me my credit, because this is a drink right here. The Heat and the Thunder. Thunder won the first game. They didn't win another game. And all the commentators, he can't lose a third finals. It wouldn't have mattered. He was never going to be the fucking GOAT. He had already lost one. And everybody says, oh, that one doesn't count. How in the fuck does a sweep not count? Don't mind the fur baby. He wants some attention. It's not his time right now. This y'all time. Now. And I don't want to get stuck there, because we're talking about the Mavs and the Celtics, but we'll get to the game one, because it really, if you missed it, you didn't miss anything. All right, you didn't miss anything. But anyway, you didn't count the sweep. Oh, it didn't count. He was a baby. Right? Okay. All right. So we take that one off the table. Fine. You still got your ass mopped in the second one. That is an official loss. You cannot not say that shit does not count. On top of having a 2-1 lead, if I'm not mistaken. On top of having not one but two, not one, not two, but three of the players in your draft. We're not gonna forget James Jones. He was in that draft too. It doesn't matter that he wasn't in the top 5 or whatever the fuck. So we'll say 3 of the top 5, then 4 of the players of that draft. So in that moment when he lost that one, that was 2, but okay, that was 1. Once you lose in the finals, you are no longer in the discussion of GOAT. I don't care. There's nothing anyone can say when you fucking lose. Now, for some strange reason, the GOAT can only be a guard. I don't know why, right? I don't make the rules, but hey, that's just what it is, right? Okay. Now, Timmy D took 2 off LeBron, right? Really should have been 3, but hey, whatever. He's the greatest power forward, right? That's what everybody say. Okay, cool. I believe if he would have just ended up with 5-0, he might have been able to be in the discussion for greatest player, right? And I don't think, the 1L should keep him out of it. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? For me, once you get an L in the finals, you're out of the conversation. That's just me. But y'all never had him in the conversation. Regardless, it can only be a guard for some stupid reason. Whatever, a guard or a small forward. The nigga who had the ball. But aside all of that, back to the game. Bro, what are you doing? Damn, you about to fuck up the whole spot. Sit down. Sit. Anyway, the Celtics top 6 players, leave that shit alone. Go sit down. The Celtics top 6 players were in double figures. They led as many as 28. But interestingly enough, the Mavericks cut the lead to 8. Let that sink in as Celtics fans. You can't be feeling too good about that going forward. Yes, you got the win. However, the Mavericks didn't play their best game. But this is the shit I was talking about earlier if the league has gotten involved. If they sent out the memo that we, the public, don't get to see that says, yeah. We know y'all are better. We know y'all can win, but we need y'all to not win. So there's that. Because there's no fucking way you cut a lead to 8 and then the shit go back up to 24. It's just no fucking way. Kyrie ain't did shit. Kyrie didn't go the fuck up. And then on top of that, Tatum didn't even do shit. Tatum shit the bed again. He only had like 13 fucking points. Okay, so it was it was a collective, and Porzingis came back. But that's not too much for Dallas. The fuck are we talking about? I think a lot of people will take Ant-Man over Tatum if they're starting the franchise, me included, because I'm not riding with a Duke player. Never. You know what I mean? This finals is very, very fucking hard for me because it's 2 fucking Duke players. Like, even the Western Conference Finals was hard for me because it was 2 Duke players, but you know, hey. And the Mavs got 2 Duke players. I just found out another one of them niggas came from Duke. But I don't know if he played under Coach K or not, so I don't know. But regardless, I think the league has gotten involved. Because I just, 28, that is a lot of fucking points to be up by. You know what I mean? Like, 15, okay, 20, but these niggas is almost up 30? Come on now. And I mean, to a degree, the Mavs could be tired. You could play that card, they could be tired, but I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? So, I think the league done got involved. I'm not saying it's going to be a sweep, and I'm not even saying that Boston's going to win. All I'm saying is the league may have gotten involved. However, we'll have to see what happens in game 2 because the series has not started. Boston has not done anything. The job is not done. All they did was do what they were supposed to do, which was take care of home court. They got 1. The series does not start until someone wins on the road. So once that happens, then we have a series, and then we can go back and see and add it up and be like, whew, well, maybe the league did get involved, or, you know, maybe not. But we'll have to see which way it goes and see who wins game 2. Because if the Mavs win game 2, then maybe the league gets involved for Dallas. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we're definitely going to see. And I definitely believe that it's going to go Boston's way. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not stamping it. I'm not telling anybody to bet on Boston at this point. I'm not being a prisoner of the moment because it's only 1 game. But for me, they shouldn't have been up by 28. You know what I mean? And I know game 1 is a fill-out game, but nah. Kyrie is too talented for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Mavs actually have a good fucking team to be down 28 in game 1. It's the biggest game of your fucking life. It doesn't matter if you have rings or not. This is now. This is the present. What you got in the past ain't got shit to do with now, especially if you don't have it. And last time I checked, the only nigga on Dallas with some jury is Kyrie and the nigga coaching. So that none of that shit even matters. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I said, like I've been saying, I just don't see the league letting Tatum lose 2. Now, true enough, LeBron lost 2 before he won, but Tatum didn't have the hype that LeBron did. He just didn't. So that's the difference. Like, you know, Tatum can lose 1. KD lost 1. You know what I mean? You can lose 1 if you're a generational talent. You know what I mean? If you're that nigga. And then you typically win your second. LeBron's star was just big enough to, you know, withstand 2. But again, they didn't count the first one, so it was still technically just 1, depending on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Like for me, nah, nigga, you lost 2. But again, the star was so big that it didn't matter. And then on top of that, you teamed up with your whole draft class, so it didn't really make a fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the league may have gotten involved, sent that memo out. I'm gonna keep saying it, you know what I mean? Because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not even gonna hold you. I ain't even much gonna hold you on that shit. Like, I don't believe none of this shit. None of this shit is organic. I don't give a fuck. So, we're definitely gonna see what happens game 2 Sunday. I guess the game starts at 8:30. Maybe a little earlier because it's Sunday, possibly, but I'm not sure. But we'll definitely see what happens game 2. If the Celtics go up 20 plus again Sunday, it's safe to say the league got involved and sent that little memo out, because there's no reason why the Celtics should be up 20 plus. The Mavs are too good of a team, and they have all their players. See, it would be different if one of the two went out. You know what I mean? Even if PJ on down, if one of them went out, double digits, yes, but still under 20. Now, if Kyrie or Luka goes out, that's a different story. By the way, Kyrie's new kicks, fucking fire. Nike fumbled the bag. They fumbled the fucking bag. Them shits is fire. I need to find out how I can get those. If you know, let me know so I can get a pair. Them shits is fire. And in the comments, someone said that these new shoes he has is better than any of the Nikes that he's ever dropped, and I agree. And it's not to say that, I mean, obviously it's true, right? No shoe has ever been better than Jordan, right? However, in the 90s, a lot of players' shoes rivaled Jordan. They was all under Nike, but niggas was wearing other niggas' shoes, bruh. You know what I mean? I think the only other nigga's shoe that niggas was really wearing that wasn't Nike was Iverson. That's it. And it's only a couple of them. It ain't even all of them. But, you know, Nike's shoes now, they're not really that good. I think PG has had a couple, especially the PlayStation ones, and then Giannis has a couple. But other than that, nah. But, yeah. Whew, what a time to be alive in this crazy finals. I'm gonna say it one more fucking time. The league may have gotten involved for Boston and sent that memo out to Dallas and said, hey, I just don't get how the fuck they would be down by 28 and cut the lead to 8 and then lose by 20 plus again. Boston went back up by 24. That's when I cut the shit off. Like, it's over with. It's fucking over with. So, We're going to see Sunday night what happens. So until then, that is that.